10 years ago, my mom married a psychic. He has a lot of answers, and I have a lot of questions. Here's what we talk about. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alex. This is my psychic stepdad, Riz. Today I have some new questions for him, and he never knows what I'm going to ask him. So everything is kind of just something I think of, and then I surprise him with it on the spot.
Right.
So he's not prepared for these questions.
I am prepared for these questions. I just don't know what the questions are.
Well, you know what I mean. Not like preview, whatever. Okay, so today my question for you is, what are dreams?
So, of course, you know I won't talk for like an hour about that, or 2 hours or 3 hours, but for the sake
you're editing this video, so.
I'm going to. All right, so what are dreams? What is really incredible about this human phenomenon called dreams is that we never really learn about it in school. This is
or anywhere.
But think about it. If something happens to a human being, every single human being on the planet, every single night, for the most part, you would think we would talk about it. We talk about everything else we experience. So why isn't this phenomenon or this strange occurrence called dreaming talked about in schools in a serious manner? And I think it's because we still don't really understand it. We don't understand it from, I don't think that even science understands it. I think that they say the mind kind of plays with information and then it replays it, and because of our imagination, it kind of makes it crazy.
Subconscious.
Your subconscious, and they'll divide the mind into the consciousness, which is what we're doing right now, then the subconscious, which is usually what you're usually feeling underneath everything, and then the super consciousness, which is like your connection to the universe, or maybe the smartest part of you in some way. So dreams are, from the psychic spiritual perspective, dreams are where you can work things out. Dreams are where you get messages from your subconscious or your superconsciousness.
I've definitely had dreams that have come true before.
So those are predictive dreams, right? So we're going to slowly break them down. One of the most common questions that I get asked as a psychic is, if I dream that I die or somebody else dies, are they going to die? But just like in the tarot cards, when you get the card of death, it doesn't mean that someone is going to physically die. It usually means there's a big change about to happen, or a change is already happening. Or it could be that you're cutting off from that person. Now, you can go to the bookstore or you can Google dream interpretation. Why did I dream about apples falling from the sky? So I don't really trust dream interpretation books for a specific reason. And that is, everything
but when you Google,
you know, when you Google, like, what did this dream mean?
So you don't trust that? I do that.
You have somebody in your house who can.
I know. I don't always want to tell you my dreams.
And you get to do it for free.
I don't always want to tell you.
I'm usually the one that, like, I have to charge you, like, you know, sweep up the house or something, and I'll give you a reading. That's how she does it, by the way. I asked you. What did I ask you yesterday to do?
Oh God.
I just asked her to open the gate. No. Somebody was coming over. Can you open the gate?
No, but it was like a journey to get there.
Yeah.
Journey.
With an ocean view. Okay.
It was dark. Anyway.
So, all right. So, we did that at the same time.
Oh, I must be psychic.
You must be psychic.
Okay.
All right, dreams. When you dream of animals, now animal symbolism, we should do another episode on animal spirit guides. Animals usually signify one specific thing, okay? But we'll talk about that another time. But when you dream about things that seem to be random, it is really important to break down, what does that thing mean to you? Let's say that somebody dreams about cheese, and someone in the book says, if you dream about cheese, it means that things are going rotten. Okay, but what if your experience with cheese was that you love cheese, and what if your experience was that, I don't know, when you were a kid, one of your best times you ever had was because of, I don't know, when you went to the fair and you had fried cheese, right? You know how they sell fried cheese. So maybe it's a good omen for you. For somebody else, it means something is rotting. So again, it has to do with, what does that thing mean to you? So dream interpretation, you got to sit down and look at what every symbol in the dream usually would mean to you. And if you can't figure it out, you can find someone who can help you with that. So dreams are where your other consciousness, what does that mean? The other parts of you that isn't part of you that's like going to the bank or driving the car or going to work or going to school. Not that part of you, but the part of you that's more asleep, that's underneath. And it's trying to send you messages to work out stuff you're trying to work out. And sometimes it's really clear and sometimes it's completely bizarre.
Yeah, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you supposed to also go by the feeling of dreams?
Yes. I recommend getting a dream journal. So go and either you can type it into your phone or type it into your computer, but keep some record of your dreams for 30 days. This is a good exercise. And just write down whatever you can.
And then what?
And then kind of look back at it, like take a break from it.
What does it mean later though?
Well, you might find, it depends on how much you want to dive into it. Because if you're really serious about figuring out what...
Well, I have dreams every single night, like vivid dreams every single night, and I always remember them. So... But
like, do you remember 5 dreams from 4 months ago?
Right? I don't know.
Well, most people don't.
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't really thought about it.
Most people don't remember, okay, what did you dream in April of 2000?
Well, no, yeah, I don't remember like specifically.
But how cool would it be to have a dream journal? And then you look back and you might see something that you dreamed about 9 months ago that you forgot about. And then you look back at it, read it in your dream journal, and you go, oh my God, this is what's happening now. Or,
I see.
So you start to piece it together.
So basically dreams are
it's kind of like messages from other parts of yourself.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say like messages from your subconscious.
Yeah. No, some people dream about future events. We've met people, right? You have. Some people dream about natural disasters that came true, but some people dream about really great things that came true. I think that the best way... I
dreamed about someone winning a court case once.
Uh-huh.
And they won.
Really?
It was like almost a year later that they won, but like they did.
Okay. So remember something. We all have a sixth sense. That means there's 5 physical senses, and then there's a sixth sense, which is intuition. Some people have a really strong intuition. Some people not so strong, but you can develop it.
Right.
How do you do that?
Ask the psych.
You know what? Meditation.
Yeah. That's one
Before
way.
you go to bed, first of all, everybody knows that if you have weird dreams, usually 50% of the reason is because you ate something really weird, like you had Taco Bell or something before you went to bed. Something that's not too super high in sugar or fat or salt is not good for you. Try to have some time, a few hours before you go to bed where you don't really eat anything weird and you're hydrated and that you're not just on your phone while you're going to sleep. Everybody's on their phone. Even I've done it, but I've noticed that the less stimulation you have before you go to bed, your dreams will be more peaceful and more clear.
Or if you take certain vitamins before you go to sleep.
Fish oils.
Your dreams are like...
Fish oils, that's for the brain. Omega 3, 6, and 9.
Yeah, any like brain supplement, like vitamin you take before you go to sleep, I've noticed my dreams have been like very filled with messages, and very vivid. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
So when you dream, let me ask you something. So have you noticed that when you dream and you wake up like 4 or 5 in the morning and then you go back to bed, you fall back asleep, those dreams are super powerful.
The dreams after you fall back asleep?
Right, after you fall back asleep. Like you wake up from them and you really thought they were real.
Yeah, I think.
I've noticed that. Well, don't just say it because I'm asking you.
No, I think, I know because there's often times where I do have more than one dream in a night.
Right. You know what would be great to do?
I don't know.
Imagine if you could. Imagine if little kids kept a dream journal.
I remember my
20 years later, and then 20 years later, you look back at it. Imagine that.
I used to have this dream frequently when I was a kid, like very frequently.
Bet you'd have a psychic stepdad one day?
No, that a dinosaur was chasing me.
Yeah, but a lot of kids have that dream. Why do you think they have that dream?
I don't know, but in my final dinosaur dream, I had these for years. And my final dream, the dinosaur was chasing me and I was so scared, like as if a dinosaur was really chasing me. And my last dream was when I was hiding under my bed and I came out from under my bed and the dinosaur was standing right there. And I was so scared. I was like, I cannot live in fear anymore.
Right.
And the dinosaur opened his mouth and I literally walked in his mouth and I let him eat me.
Okay, so now.
And that was my last dinosaur dream I ever had.
So you worked out fear, at least one stage of your own fear at that age, because a dinosaur represented the worst fate.
Like
so
the
you faced
worst fear. I was probably growing up with like Jurassic Park.
So have you heard of lucid dreaming?
Yeah, I think I did it one time.
Lucid dreaming means
I did it one time.
Yeah, you can't do it very often, but it means that you can
I was taking a nap.
Well, first tell them what it is.
Is it? Okay. I used to be more of an expert in this area because, you know, I used to research it more, but I haven't really thought about it in a while, so my definition is going to be very loose.
Okay.
So is lucid dreaming like when it's kind of like an out-of-body experience in your
It's like you're aware that you're dreaming.
Yeah.
So you're aware that you're dreaming. You don't have that experience of...
What is... astral projection is when you're out of body.
Yes, but lucid dreaming is when you are aware of what's going on in the dream as a dream.
That happens to me. It's usually sleep paralysis.
You're throwing like everything in the mix today.
No, but I'm just saying that...
Sleep paralysis, astral projection. What else do you want to talk about? Let's just stick to what are dreams.
I'm just saying, okay, yeah, what are
and
dreams?
What, like, let's go into dreams for a bit, because what I find fascinating about this experience, being the person who's experiencing it, is that it is so real. Notice in a dream that you can feel pleasure, you can feel pain, you can feel physical pleasure, physical pain, emotional pleasure, and you can remember things. You can be in the dream and you can access information that you have in your real life. You'll go, okay, there's my car. Let me go to my car, right? That car is in your physical life at your house. And you're so convinced of it that when you wake up, you go, I can't believe it was a dream.
Yeah.
All right, so get ready. I'm going to talk about something that's pretty mind-blowing. So you feel this is real too, right? This is real. You say this is real life. And in about 10 hours, you're going to be dreaming. But this is real. The table is real. I'm still your stepdad. This is still our living room. This is still the video channel. But how do you know that this whole life isn't one big dream? And you'll go, no, because I know it's not one big dream. No, you don't know. And that's why the fairy tale said, not the fairy tale, but the nursery rhyme said,
life is but a dream.
Right, row your boat gently down the stream. So that's about living your life very peacefully and knowing that everything is ultimately going to be okay, because we are eternal beings. We are eternal. Our soul continues and continues and continues. And dream lets you, you can work things out in your dream. Sometimes you can say goodbye to someone who's passed away in a dream. Sometimes you'll see, have you noticed you see faces of people that you've never, ever met? Right? You'll say, oh, I saw you in a dream. You were in my dream. And then there was some 3 other people that I didn't recognize.
Yeah.
So
that was my dream last night. There was like a bunch of people like I did.
Right. So who are these people?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea?
No.
Okay. I don't either, but I'll say this. You're also that person in someone else's dream somewhere. Maybe someone is sitting somewhere in China.
Maybe just faces we've seen in passing, I guess?
No. Well, of course, I can't say that it isn't that.
Right.
But I will tell you that I suspect, because you have a feeling, you have to use your intuition when talking about metaphysical things. You have to say to yourself, there's more to it than this. It's not just your brain remembers some stranger passing in the street. What's that?
Raising my hand.
You have to raise your hand. Just interrupt me.
What about the theory that a dream...
I didn't call on you.
Yes, you did.
I did? I didn't say yes, Alex.
She said I don't have to.
Okay.
What about the theory that a dream is... I lost my train of thought. Oh, it's another dimension that your subconscious goes to.
Absolutely, of course it is, because we're just...
it's actually that's actually happening in another dimension.
Oh, you're getting really deep now.
Well, I mean,
we're like at the end of the video. You want to get this deep talking about dimensions? Let's talk about dimensions the next time.
Okay, but we'll talk about dimensions
later. But I agree that it is another dimension that you're experiencing. That perhaps there is another reality that you are peeking into when you're dreaming. You're peeking into it.
So it's happening in another reality.
I would think so. I mean, when we start talking more about past lives, a lot of people...
Didn't we talk about past lives already?
Right, but we got to go further. We have to go
Past
in
lives
further.
part 2.
We have to go in further.
Okay.
Because there's people who have experienced things that they can't explain, connections to people. They feel compelled to go somewhere or do something that seems out of character for them. And oftentimes it's because the soul has to complete something from that past life. So you're oftentimes completing something. You know when you've completed a relationship with someone, you know when you've completed studying something, you know when you completed your meal, you had enough, you're done, you're good, you're full. So that's kind of like the soul moves on from each lifetime, knowing what it's supposed to know.
Do you feel like you have explained dreams enough?
Well, dreams are so mysterious. So what I really want people to remember or to be able to figure out for themselves is that when you keep a dream journal, you don't have to keep a dream journal for the rest of your life, but when you keep it for a little while, I mean at least 30 days, and then put it away. And then you'll be tempted to look at it like the next day or the next day, but put it away, try to put it away for a year, and then look back and see where you were at. Because you'll see, oh my God, look at all the scary dreams I had. I haven't had scary dreams. I totally forgot about that dream. And it gives you an insight into how you've grown. And I believe that every human being should meditate. When it's 5 or 10 minutes a day. Some people pray as their meditation. You can pray, but then do meditation separately. Meditation is about kind of not thinking about anything.
Silencio.
Yes, silencing the mind, quieting all the noise in your head so that you can listen to the universe from that place of silence. And that's easy to say, but very difficult to do, but it's worth doing. Because then in your life, you're just more peaceful. You're just on your game in everything that you do.
It's true.
All right.
All right.
All right.
I think that's a good thing that explains dreams enough for this. After this video, I want to do more dream stuff because I think that we didn't finish it.
Really? All
kind
right.
of. We'll branch off a little bit.
Okay.
All right, guys.
All right.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and
Please.
subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. I have to turn the camera off.